Live. There we go.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Frank here for the Big Show Gentleman, my brother Miguel, and I'll fudge it up. I'll start off the show by saying, fudge it up. I promised something I thought I was gonna be able to deliver. Unfortunately, Miguel made it impossible. So
I made it impossible.
I apologize, you guys. I fudged up. Miguel.
Yes, you did fudge up. You are the fudgiest of all fudge ups in this moment, and
Double fudge.
I take no responsibility for this one.
It was a double fudge, guys. What can I say?
So I'm just gonna drink a little bit of this. Tim, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Yeah, I apologize. I thought we'd find what it is I had promised you guys on the last show, but after searching several locations throughout Bakersfield, I was unable to find Chocovesa, and I blame Miguel 100% for that because it was everywhere. Matter of fact, we used to get it back in the day at Bevmo when it was still in a bottle.
Yeah.
And then it turned into cans.
And
when we went to Bevmo,
hey,
Mark, Eduardo, Tim, Robert, how you guys doing? We went to Bevmo, and the guy saw us. He's like, "Oh, can I help you find anything?" I was like, "Oh, yes. We're looking for Chocovesa." He's like, "Oh, we never had that."
It's like,
and right there, I knew he hadn't worked there long. I was like, "Yeah, you did," because we used to get it here when it was some bottles. Then they changed the cans, and after speaking to management at Bevmo, come to find out it's a vendor issue.
Yeah.
So they're no longer able to get it.
It was not a we want to talk to your manager situation. It was a we were at the cash register and asked the lady, "Hey, are you gonna get this, or is it just maybe seasonal? We gotta wait a little bit." Turns out we could wait forever and they won't have it because Bevmo does not carry Chocovesa anymore. That is a delicious, delicious Mexican Imperial Stout. From Stone Brewery in sunny El Segundo. I didn't realize it's always LA area. I always thought,
Escondido.
Escondido. I just think LA. I don't really think because it's all a big blob. More San Diego. Yeah, it's closer to. It's a big blob of city.
So if anybody lives in that area and wants to send us some or meet us halfway, I'd appreciate that.
I think halfway would be preferable for anybody involved in that situation.
I was extremely disappointed that Bevmo. Well, I can't blame Bevmo. It's a vendor issue. It's a vendor issue. I get it.
A third party situation.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to find it, guys. I really did. So
that's half of the.
I apologize for my fudge up.
His, not mine. His. That's okay because we have the other half of said offerings for today.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we smoking? What's going on, Archie? Good to see you.
What, as promised, you guys, we are smoking Casa 1910. This is the orange label, which you guys can kind of see. Okay, not as much of a glare. This is the all Mexican version. So all the tobacco in this one comes from Mexico. Now, they do have two other versions of their cigar. They have the green label, which has some Nicaraguan tobacco in it, and the white label, which has some tobacco from the DR. So this one right here is the orange band, and it is all Mexican tobacco. And I'll be honest with you, I have a friend who he really only smokes one cigar or one brand of cigars. Roman Julietas.
Talking Sam.
Sam. And I offered him an all Mexican cigar. I was like, well, you know what? Try this. Let me know what you think. So I gave him one of these, and I gave him one of the Nicaraguans. He said this was good, but the Nicaraguans were better. He said he liked it so much he's gonna try to find himself a box and pick himself up a box. And this comes from a man who only smokes really one brand of cigars. So
truly, yeah,
I was very pleased to hear how much he liked the Casa 1910s.
Truly.
What happened to the Colorado Buffaloes? They faced an actual competitive team. TCU was a great team. Colorado State took them to the end. And who else did they play? They played somebody else. I forget who it was.
It wasn't Oregon.
No. They stepped up to another ranked team that is actually really good, and they folded. I mean, that's all you can say is that they folded. They weren't ready. I don't think the level of skill was equal. I think they could have played 100 times, and probably 99 out of 100 times they would have lost. So, unfortunately for Buffalo, is they or Colorado, they finally played a school that was better, and it's not going to get any easier next week when they play SC.
No, and after seeing how badly they were beaten by Oregon, you could hear it in his voice. By the way, the coach for the Oregon team, he was firing them up. Like, no, their Cinderella story ends right now. It's not going to go any further. Let's get going.
It ended after the first half.
It really was. It was done. Yeah, but I think SC sees that and like, well, we can't lose to them, so they're going to play just as hard, just as vicious, because they were going for it on fourth down multiple times
and getting it
and getting it quite a few times. Yeah, it was brutal to watch, but that could only do one of two things really for Colorado. Either you have to learn from it, take your licks, and do better in the games where you know you can win, as long as you play harder.
Yeah,
and as long as you actually adjust to what's going on, or you crumble completely and then they're not going to win another game.
Unfortunately for Colorado, again, as I see it, after this big loss, I think SC is going to try to make an even bigger statement.
Yeah,
and try to beat them even worse. I think that will completely demoralize Colorado. I think they leave the top 25 after this week, and after next week they fall even down further. I remember when they started the year, they ranked like 80 something. Then they moved in the top 25. I think they'll be out of the top 25 after this week.
I think that was kind of a preemptive or a premature. What do you call it? Would Hunter have made a difference? Maybe not as huge a gap.
Maybe dampened the score a bit, but I don't think they weren't going to win.
No, unfortunate. I was going to say Sanders just probably beside himself right now, but you know what? You gotta just take the loss sometimes.
So I just have to take two.
Well, yeah. Well, but that's not necessarily a bad thing though, because they either way, whether we heard about them and everyone has all this hype behind them or not, they had to play them.
Right.
They're gonna win or lose either way, and they're gonna lose these games. So all it has to do is a redemption arc after these two losses and keep the momentum going back up.
Yeah, they definitely that's a great way, but they definitely can learn from these two losses and see what they're gonna do. But the Pac-12 has so many teams that are ranked right now. Once one of them loses, it's kind of hard for them to get back to where they were. I think maybe this could be a really good rebuilding year for Colorado, and they take what they learned this year, transfer over to the next year and do even better. But I see 2 straight losses for them.
It is what it is right
now. That's just my opinion, guys. You may have a different opinion. Let me know in the comments. But I see 2 straight losses for Colorado.
Well, speaking of football, though, it's going to be a loss for me probably this week. My fantasy team is looking terrible. Another person out, another injury. One person's finishing up the suspension. This is the last game. They're on suspension, so that's good. The bench is just full of people who can't even play right now, which is just wonderful. Absolutely love that. Who do they play after SC? Oh, you're talking about SC.
That's they play SC next. Yeah,
that's the next game. But after that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, after that, I'm not sure. But they play SC next, and I believe that is an away game for them. They're playing out in LA.
Gonna be rough.
Lance, Tom, Brian.
Thank
you guys for joining us.
Hey, what's going on? So yeah, right there, guys. You see that is the Casa 1910, their first showing of that all Mexican blend. I am a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, it's actually a little milder than I remember from last time, but still wonderful flavors. Probably the best all Mexican cigar you're gonna find out there. There's not a whole lot of them. Don't get me wrong. It's not like there's a flood of market of all Mexican tobacco cigars, but for the few that are, this one stands out much more than anyone else you're gonna find. Richard, what is up, brother? I got Dobbins, Chubbs, and Jamal Williams. I don't have Chubbs, but he is not doing great.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Dobbins was out for the year, I dropped and grabbed the first wide receiver I could find because that's what I really needed. So I don't know if I got the right one, but we're gonna see how that works out tomorrow.
Oh, wait, no, gotta see him play.
Yeah,
it could be good. I mean, you're scheduled to win right now, right?
By 7.
I'm scheduled to lose by like 15. So there's an uphill battle to be fought right now. Hopefully somebody does something. That's all I need is just someone to do something good and maybe just bring a little closer. If it was a close one, I'll be okay. But I've already lost really badly once this year. And then I won very well and now I'm back down to where I'm probably going to lose really badly. So I don't. Is what it is. Just ugh.
So for you guys out there watching right now, what are you guys smoking? What are you guys drinking on? How has your weekend gone so far? Again, we are smoking Casa 1910. This is the original blend. This is the all Mexican cigar. I don't have a specific name for it, but I don't remember what it is.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Cannot read it properly off there. Keeping up with the Texas Baylor game.
Yes, last I checked, it was 28-3. I don't know if the score has changed since then, but I just checked the score not too long ago. Proud of those Longhorns out there doing well.
Nothing wrong with that. There we go. There's another game that the guys are excited about for today for college ball. I don't watch that much college ball, honestly, but there are some that are just really impressive.
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Was that the? Oh, that is right. Yes. Who are they going for?
They're going for Ohio State. They hate Notre Dame.
Why? I don't even get that one.
I don't know.
Either way, it should be a decent game.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a good matchup. No UFC this week, I don't think.
I didn't hear anything.
No.
Again, I don't keep up with it as much as I should. I don't keep up with it as much as I used to.
No, definitely not.
Back when they had the wrestlers, when they had the mixed martial artists, were more people I knew of.
Yeah.
Like Uriah Faber. Now I'm drawing a blank. Like Chuck Liddell. I'm forgetting names. Matt Hughes.
You're talking old fighters.
Yeah, those guys. Those were when I was really, really into it. Now, not so much. Not so much.
It's what it is. There's still some great fighters. But,
yeah.
They're getting better. Just getting better. Are you smoking Rocky Patel Royale right now? Listening to us. Appreciate that. And got the LSU Arkansas game as well. How's the score on that one? How's that going? I like LSU. Tim, how was the whiskey place last night? It was okay. I thought the sign said that there was a place to smoke out back, like there was a bar or not a bar. No, it's a bar. Patio. No, it's just you can smoke outside the back of the building. I'm like, oh, well, I don't need these then. So I'm not gonna have a cigar outside in the back. We can't have your drink. They're building a patio in the front, so maybe they'll allow smoking there? Question mark.
Was that what the girl was crying outside?
Was that where? No. That's where you smoke. Now the patio on the other side hopefully will be where you're not crying.
Very good.
What are your thoughts on WWE merging with UFC? You know what? It could be real interesting. I think aren't they trying to like get ways you can bet on WWE? Like, isn't that like?
I don't think you're allowed to because it's scripted the way it's supposed to turn out. Scripted, so
yeah, you could literally get all of the results ahead of time. But
which WCW used to do to WWE,
which was that's rude.
So they'd be like, "Oh, don't need to change the channel because here's the results right here."
I mean, that was real dirty pool, but it was interesting for those Monday Night Wars.
I think another reason I'm not huge on the UFC is because of the way they did the fighters dirty when it comes to logos on their shorts.
That was bullshit.
You know, they were getting paid money to have logos on their shorts. And it's like, oh, you guys look like bulletin boards, not like fighters, so you can't have those logos. You can only wear these pre-approved shorts from Reeboks that we get money from, but you guys aren't getting money from.
And look at our ring now.
Yeah, now the ring is covered with logos from like corner to corner, post to post, mat to mat. It's just ridiculous. It's like it's not fair to these guys. They can be making more money.
How long is an average fighter's career? Not these amazing, like, I'm not talking Julio Cesar Chavez or Mayweather or even Tyson, which was not that long if you think about it.
I'm trying to think, and it's, I honestly, it's hard to do because sometimes they'll have multiple fights in 1 year. Sometimes they only fight once a year.
Yeah, some guys can't.
So it's really hard to say the longevity of their career and what it'll span.
But even
I just don't think I can say.
Even so, the years you're primed for fighting, because there's a certain amount of time before you just don't heal as much. It's like we talked about with Aaron Rodgers' injury. He's saying he'll be back. He's ready for playoffs. Don't worry, he'll be there.
No,
he's too old to heal that quickly, and the guy deserved a better send off than that. But I think that's it. I don't think he's coming back next season. That's just, oh man. You guys see Hulk Hogan just got married, wearing a do-rag with this. Oh god, I know he was talking about
him.
the love of his life, this new lady with some younger kids. Like she's been real good for him. Getting
with a whole lot of people.
No, basically he was singing her praises on the Joe Rogan podcast, and then he had Kurt Angle on not too long. I want to listen to that one, but it sounds like he's a happy dude. I mean, he's pretty dang old, and for what he's put himself through, how many surgeries, how many times he's been jumped on by what was his name, Asuna, that big dude, or even just being pounded on by the Ultimate Warrior. He deserves another
tearing your own quads.
Oh, was that it? No, he didn't do that.
McMahon?
No, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I'm sorry. They talking McMahon.
No, Hulk Hogan. He just for all he's been through, he deserves a pretty hot young lady with him if she's into it too. I feel bad for what's her name, how they got divorced though. Like it doesn't sound like it was great because like during the sex tape scandals and all that, and he wasn't super great to her, but he's been turning his life around the best he can. I mean, people who aren't super famous do the exact same stuff. We just don't hear about it, and we also wonder how they do it. Like how is this ugly son bitch gonna have 3 women who are angry at him because they're all in love? But then you watch Maury and like, oh, it happens all the time. So the fact that he has money and he's entertained a lot of people, he's also done a lot of charity work. Now he's got his own CBD gummies or CBD drop thing going on because he's a big advocate of getting rid of as many painkillers and
did not know that
and muscle relax. Yeah, because he almost died from fentanyl. Yeah, not a great situation, but so he's trying to pay some stuff forward. I'm not saying he's a good guy by any stretch, but he's not the worst. So good for him and his do-rag and tuxedo wearing, not high-flying wedding. Rodgers is following Favre, start the Packers or the Jets, leave for a while. All that's left to go to the Vikings. You think he's gonna? No,
that's what I said. I said he falls same path. That's what I said.
I was just waiting for what do you call it? The Jets to announce that Brady's gonna throw for him for a while. I also like the Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick has agreed to play for the Jets. They did not agree to it.
Yeah,
or against the Jets' wishes. Like, I even remember hearing someone talking about like people who bring him up into the conversation are delusional. His best seasons were behind him before he left the NFL, and he's just a whiner. Now all he wants is attention and money, and they're not going to give him either, so he's just going to keep complaining. And
he was a miserable person.
He still is. How do you survive with that multi-millions of dollars in a rich family? You know, like I understand his struggle. You know, they basically treated them all like slaves. Like they own millions.
Oh, okay. We got to change topics. This is get the crap out of me.
They only made a few $1 million, Frankie. How are they going to survive? Okay, gosh. Sorry.
Anyway, so I don't know if you guys subscribe to PCA Magazine or get PCA Magazine over at your lounge, but this month they have Nick Manolo on the cover, and they actually happen to have a fantastic article. If you guys take the time to read it, show you real quick.
Thank you, Eduardo. I appreciate that because I agree. They were.
A really great article this month on Cindy's show. You can see.
You can't really see.
Okay, well that's James and Coleman right there.
We know those. We gotta know those nerds.
So yeah, if you guys ever come across a copy, definitely give it a read. It's very good.
Or if you want to get it sent to your house, just give them $500 a year, and they'll send you a copy. I think it's a monthly one.
They will.
Yeah, so it's very cheap. Very cheap. Jets versus Pats, Lions versus Falcons. I'm gonna give mine, but I'm gonna let you go into detail for this because you know more than I do. My guess, Pats are taking it and the Falcons are taking it. That's who I'm going for. Stamped it. Go ahead and put your money down, guys. You're safe.
Well, this will be a true test of the Patriots. For them, this is a must-win game. If they do not win this game, it's going to be another losing season. It's going to be another disappointing season, and maybe Baker Mayfield was not the answer to the problem. So it's a make or break with this game. In my opinion, Belichick and the upper stairs guys may be like, you know what? No, let's just wait till about halfway through the season, then we'll start giving him stuff that we need him to do. But I truly believe that if they don't win this game, it's going to be really hard for them to make the playoffs or win their division. So I think it's a must-win for my guys. So Hopefully put out.
Are you guys going to interview Lou Liga? I saw him offering to be interviewed. I'm not giving none of that whole situation any voice. Gets no legs from me. I don't hate Lou Liga, but I also love the I hate Lou Liga stuff. You get what I'm saying? I think it's a really cool brand he's creating for himself. Also, really like Pravana. I am very, very confused what Brian's doing some of these times. But he's always been a good guy to us, and it's not like we're connected at the hip or anything. I just think we've always been friends. We've been friendly. Anytime we see him, it's always a good time. It's no more than that, really. We liked the LC. I thought it was a great idea when it started. It's a little inflated right now, I think. Like it's not sticking to its true purpose because if people are selling them online a lot, supposed to be coming into the shops. I just think everyone's blowing it out of proportion. Just enjoy the damn smokes. And I will agree, some of them I didn't care for. Some of the LCAs, I don't think it's snake oil, but I just think that they're not all good, especially you're releasing one a month. That's a lot of cigars to have winners every freaking time. So if you treat it like it is, something that is new, different, and could be phenomenal, and it's usually supposed to be a one-off. You get maybe a 5-pack and you're done. You move on. All the mudslinging and all the high school drama style of it, I'm not a fan. Having said that, still, I wouldn't be against it. Just right now, I'm gonna let it simmer down. Let everyone relax. Have a beer. Have yourself a Casa 1910. Get yourself some Pariah. Whatever you got to do to relax. All right. There's just not enough room in the world for the industry to fight itself.
No.
We're still looking at 3% tops of cigar smokers in the U.S. Most of that, probably more than half, are people who smoke one cigar a month. That is not great numbers, when we're starting to divide ourselves into little groups. All got to stick together. Just stay together a little bit. Having said, let's go to Richard first. You keep Mac Jones. Keep Mac Jones or find a new QB.
Oh,
bro, that's on you right there.
Oh,
Kirk Cousins against Chargers or Josh Allen versus the Commanders?
Josh Allen versus Commanders.
Yeah, Josh Allen. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
That's a good question.
There's not a whole lot of players though left that are like Rodgers or when Brady was playing. I don't think there's a lot of those you look at and like, man, they're just titans of the sport. Mahomes been doing.
I think that Mahomes is doing fine. If you like that kind of.
He's not doing that
flashy style play.
He's supposed to be a really great player. This year's not been that. It's been okay at best.
No, I like that song.
Jerk. It's nice to see when these kind of larger than the sport players are there, because then it gets people who aren't really into it.
Yep.
I like it. Oh my gosh, who would be a good one? I'm trying to think of somebody. No, examples are hard to come by right now. I don't want to say like Kobe or Curry or something, because there's still a lot of great players, and there was players in between that little skip that I'm doing. And I'm just not a big LeBron James fan, so it's not.
Neither am I.
I'm gonna give him the satisfaction, but he does probably bring in new people into basketball by his personality and how big they have made him. And he's a great player. There's no doubting his skills. I just don't think he's as good as some of the other people they're trying to put him on the level of. Crazy. Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. Bengals and Bills been playing pretty bad. That is a fair point, though. I mean, the Chiefs are looking better than either of them.
Yeah, they are.
I don't want them to. I'll say that right now. And I definitely agree, Eduardo. I think he is overrated. I do like how he put money into a team. What was it, a minor league baseball team?
Yes.
Into his area and in the area. So at least he's, put money back in the community and investing in where he's going to be for a while.
When you said that, it made me think of the 30 Rock episode where Jack Donaghy donates to the baseball team, the Little League team.
Oh.
You can't wear blue here. This is Knuckle Beach. Oh, that's too bad because Jesus goes everything. Wear the uniform. There was nothing Churchillian about that performance.
That was, yeah.
So Jack, the first time we went for practice, he asked me what the sun was.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think he invested in.
I wanted to laugh so hard when you started talking about
Sorry, my bad.
It's all right.
Can't believe I brought up baseball team during that. But what I'm saying is,
and not to be like rude about it, and maybe for those guys that watch football, I think Mahomes is a lot like Kaepernick, minus the
political stuff.
Yeah, minus the political stuff. Just in the way that he plays and scrambles. Kaepernick used to scramble and run until they figured out the third year he played his style. I think that Mahomes is just a little bit better than he is at doing that, and that's why they haven't contained him the way they've contained Kaepernick.
So you're saying, well, with time and watching some plays back,
yes,
they're gonna see, hey, he does this,
yes,
so just do this,
yes,
and you're done.
So like if you had Micah Parsons on a team that had another really good defensive end that could contain Mahomes, you'd have to play four linemen though, because you have to have two outside rushers and two rushers coming from the middle to keep him where he needs to be in the box.
Well, look what the Buccaneers did to him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're saying kind of like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be really devastating for the Chiefs because they put a lot of money into him, and that would be a pretty steady decline, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Cowboys, Eagles. Niners, or Eagles representing the NFC.
Obviously, it's the Cowboys. It's their year. They're gonna win.
I think the Cowboys would be at the bottom of my list for that. Honestly, I like Jalen Hurts and the Eagles a lot, but I think the Niners are probably going to be the team. They're the most complete team. I mean, they've got McCaffrey as running back. I forget who the backup running back is, but he's not bad either. No. I think it's Russell or something.
I disagree. All the teams have all the roster filled. They're good. They're all complete.
Anyways, smart ass. They got Kittle tight end. They got Ayuk and Debo who can catch. Plus, because they have a couple other guys that are not bad at catching the ball either. And Purdy, he's a good field commander, so he can do what he has to do. Can Kaepernick make? No.
I think he would do really well for. It's not around anymore, but they had like a Midwest league with the San Diego Fleet and all those teams.
Yeah,
that was really fun to watch. They had it mic'd up on the field. You hear the players go, "Get that motherfucker next time! Why'd you let him get to me?"
Yeah,
they were just going at it, like stuff I can't even say on here because we will shut down. But it was awesome. They had an app for free.
Yes,
that's if he was going to play again and he really cared about the game and not just being a kind of a jerk all the time, he'd go play for that.
Yeah,
but no.
But I do like the Eagles. I mean, I used to pick Jalen Hurts every chance I get on fantasy football. And he was usually my starting quarterback.
I hope they lose this
one. But I think that if it goes down the NFC Championship game, Eagles, the Niners, I think the Niners will win. They just have more weapons.
I want the Eagles to be destroyed this week. Monday night will not be a good night for them. I hope.
Buccaneers?
Buccaneers, yeah. This is the time we have to see if we're actually going to be good or not this year.
Yeah.
The first two games were not that difficult.
It was like Colorado.
Yeah, basically. It's basically Colorado situation. Do not beat us by 50 points. Swear I'll be so mad if you do that.
Eagles. I'll be so angry with you.
I'll be so angry with you. I like the Eagles. I like the Birds, all right? But I'm a Buccaneers fan, and I will not be rooting for them one bit Monday night. Other nights, sure. Most other teams, I will root for them versus anyone else. Buccaneers, always my number one.
So then who do you think, and as well as you can
Buccaneers.
Put out a couple teams if you want, would represent the AFC? Obviously, you got the Chiefs up there. Got the Bills up there.
Bills, huh?
Do you believe Baker is the right quarterback for the Bucks? No.
Why not?
He's
doing good.
He's doing all right.
Nothing he's doing is bad. I will say that.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
And he still has Evans to throw to, and a couple other guys are pretty dang decent. The line could use a little work, maybe a little stronger, but everything is up to par. They're just not as good as the couple seasons before that when Brady was in the game all the way, not worrying about his divorce and whatnot.
Right.
I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to have a few years of greatness there, and I think we could start making the playoffs more often. I think we're going to have maybe not Super Bowl contention like, oh, this is our year again. We're just gonna back to back. Nothing like that. But I like him, and I think he's someone I get behind.
Okay, so you think the Bengals are gonna get up there again? Okay.
Oh, the Bengals. I don't mind that. What's his name? Burrows. That's the one, right? I mean, he smokes acids, but it's still a cigar. So
yeah.
So he still counts. He's on the team. Although he's walking out with one of those flash like before the Super Bowl last year, the year before. Year before, yeah, with a ridiculous suit on. He was straight up Cam Newtown, without Cam Newtown. Without Cam Newton's attitude, though.
Like, we loved Cam Newton when he was playing.
Cam Newton could pull that off.
Yeah,
Burrows cannot pull that off. Let's just bring it out there. How long do you think the Saints will go undefeated? Who are the Saints playing this week, or did they just play? They play Thursday.
No. I don't know. They're playing. I'll find out.
If I can find out the next game, that'll probably be an indication right there. I don't see the Saints staying. No, not for a very long time.
Update. It's halftime, and it is 28-6. Texas is winning.
Okay.
Let me see here if I can find the teams for you real quick, Mike.
Wait, what? Bengals are looking for another QB because of an injury?
Yeah, Burrows got hurt. You know that?
No, I don't have him, so I don't really care. I just worry about my players. When did he get hurt? What was this? How bad? Bad enough to need another QB, apparently?
Mm-hmm. So the Saints play the Packers, and the Packers are favored 53%.
Packers looking pretty decent this year, though. So.
And then after that, they've got the Buccaneers next week, followed the Patriots, followed by the Texans, followed by the Jaguars, followed by the Colts and the Bears. Then the Vikings. Wow, they have a super easy schedule.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's after that?
I will say the Vikings should give them a run for the money. I think the Vikings are going to be much better than their 0-2 start. Then they play the Falcons, which is pretty good. Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
Then they have the Lions.
I think the Buccaneers are going to stop them. I'll say that right now. Bless you. How about the Rams?
Oh, my gosh. The Saints have a super easy schedule.
Texans are not looking good. No, not really.
No.
Unfortunate. What do you call it? Cowboys' first game was, wow.
Yeah, it was a blowout.
That was crazy good for them.
Yeah, the Saints, now looking at their schedule, man, they have a super easy schedule, so they should have a decent record.
I'm not sure about this player, Puka.
Thank you.
Puka who?
I think he believes a rookie receiver for the Rams, right? And he had like the game of a lifetime for a rookie last week. He did all kinds of really good stuff. What did you see his name?
Archer's bringing up. How about those Rams?
Oh yeah.
So it's a good game for him then.
Yeah, he had like some amazing stats for a rookie wide receiver. It was crazy.
Good for him. Nice. See, that's another thing about any sports. Then you can see those highlight moments of how great it is. Like I don't watch ESPN that often, but the highlights are some of my favorite things to watch. Doesn't matter what sport it is, because it's just those moments of like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
and you can catch them Thursday, or what do you call it? Monday, Thursday, and Sundays. You can catch them any day of the week for baseball when it's season. Unfortunately, like I don't think that people put a lot of stake in the same things for art. Like you don't have a highlight reel of artists. You know, it wouldn't make for as good a TV, I think, or as good of entertainment.
There was a stats right there. 15 receptions, 147 yards.
Damn. Okay. But, you know, you can watch a compilation of, like, live bands playing, and it's really cool. But you don't have that moment, just that amazing. It's usually the entire progression of an event. The entire movie makes it special. The entire art installation makes it great. I always hear, you know, why aren't the arts being funded? Why do we care about sports? There's reasons to care about sports. There's reasons that it really does build up self-esteem, team building, responsibilities, and skills that you can use in other aspects. Just like anything else we put into facets of life. So
like for Richard's question, here's the list of teams that have yet to win.
Ooh.
The Patriots.
Oh, sorry.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
The Texans. The Chargers,
Yeah.
The Broncos.
Good.
The Vikings, the Bears, the Panthers, and the Cardinals.
That's a lot of
Off
teams.
of those teams, it's only week 2 or week 3. I think the Bears or the Cardinals will be the last teams to not get a win.
Why the Cardinals?
Well, they had Kyler Murray last year. This year they don't have Kyler Murray. They're just not playing up to their potential, I guess. And also the Bears, I don't see
real quick. Hey, brother.
much for the Bears.
We see you.
How we doing?
Don't want to say or don't want to leave you out. Again, for those who are just watching for the first time, we are simulcast over on YouTube and on Twitter. Thank you for the first 100 people on Twitter. I have not been posting as much, but I will post more there, I promise. And we are live there every time we do the show. The only problem is we do not have a way to see your comments on there. So it's just a way if you like to watch.
So Eduardo and Archie, they agree with me. The Cardinals and the Bears. One of those two teams is going to be the last team to win.
Oh, I think they're choosing between your choices.
Too. But they chose my two choices, is what I mean.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Penn State just scored again. What's the score over there?
Penn State?
Yeah. There's so many games. So many damn games.
NCAA football.
Come on.
Oh, shoot. Notre Dame's losing 10-0.
Damn.
Penn State, I don't have it on here. Oh, there's more games on here.
Why hasn't California
10-0 over Iowa?
It's a 16-0. I think that the score that just happened.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Probably didn't update on your phone yet. Why hasn't California approved sports gambling? I believe it's got something to do with the tribes, doesn't it?
Yeah. The tribes have a monopoly on it here. I guess that was part of their way to make money for themselves with their casinos. So they have the it's just updated right now, 17-0 over Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So yeah, that's why.
I'm pretty sure that's most of it, not the majority of the story. There's probably something else in there, little things that are happening that kind of keep it away.
Right.
But we just go 4 hours.
Wow, Washington State.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Eduardo.
It's not your
shit, my phone's on at 10%. Washington State 35-14 over Oregon State. That's 14 and 20. That's 21, beating number 14, and they're just about to start the fourth quarter.
Wow.
So some upsets right now will not hurt or not help me because I believe Georgia already won, and then Michigan already won. So Texas will stay at 3. I don't see them moving up.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Whatever. I was gonna say. Most of the state just goes to Vegas and they bet for stuff over there. Like you don't really need it here in California. They're just losing taxes, really. It's what California loves to do: overtax or take it away completely, and then we just leave the state for a little bit and go do whatever we're gonna do anyway. Sports gambling approved California. Will traffic be easier heading towards Vegas? That's a really good point. It probably would be.
Yeah,
you would probably see a lot less traffic.
Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think most people go to Vegas for sports betting. I mean, it's just there, and I'm sure there's a few diehard people that do go, or maybe they call it in. I don't know, but most people it's to go get drunk and gamble.
Well, look at Mike.
That's what I'm saying. A few.
I would say but we know one for sure. Like it's not even like.
But he goes there for that. Everybody else we know goes there to gamble and drink.
Yeah. But they do exist though.
Yes.
So there would be a percentage, not a large percentage, but a percentage that go for that. It's like some of the people, but the state. Government and good amount of residents suck. You are not wrong. This state is quickly going down that swirl right into the toilet. And if aren't some changes, there ain't going to be any getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to kind of break it off and do what the Eskimos do and push it in the ocean. Is what it is. But for now, there are still some good aspects of it. There's still good portions that are decent. We have some of the nicest weathers and nicest areas you can think of throughout the world here.
Mm-hmm.
How long they stay nice? Anyone's guess.
So the final for the Oregon-Colorado game, 42-6.
They scored.
Wait,
42?
Yep.
I thought the other guys got another touchdown. I thought it was 49.
Honestly, it basically went the way I thought it was. I didn't think Colorado had any chance to win.
I thought it'd be way closer.
So yeah,
I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought you were absolutely right. I thought, yeah, Oregon's gonna take this one. It's gonna be a rough game. That was more than rough. That's basically like they were saying. It was like watching a varsity versus JV game.
Mm-hmm.
It was embarrassing. The best part. Tied with Sinistra. Nothing wrong with that. There's still some great cigar companies out here. There's some great lounges. There are some great restaurants, great sports teams, or at least one that I like. Not really. I don't really care about basketball or any of the football here, but at least the Dodgers and the Kings too. I like the Kings. I might be a bigger Golden Knights fan, but still.
Go Knights.
Yep. There are little pockets. We could do a whole third of an episode on good things in California still. It probably wouldn't take that long, but it's not completely lost yet.
But speaking of Sinistro, if you guys' lounge subscribes to the PCA, the magazine, or if you guys are fortunate enough to get it,
check out that
article. They have a
fantastic
article on Sinistro and how James came up the way he did, and Coleman came up the way he did to get into the cigar business. They're not the traditional born into a big family, not born into Padrones, or Perdomos, or Fuentes, that kind of thing. How they both made their way into having a successful boutique company. It's a very good read if you guys have a chance to pick up that magazine.
No, Coleman's part of it. You didn't know that?
Yeah,
his last name's My Father Cigars. His father was Jorge, my father.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Those are lies. Don't believe anything I just said. No, it's give it a read. You're gonna enjoy it. That's a one out of what 3 magazines? No, there's a couple more magazines I'd recommend for cigar stuffs, but PCA the magazine, I like what they do. I think you have to be a member of the PCA to get it. I think that's part of it. Yeah, I think that's how we get it. But yeah, if you guys, if your local lounge is a member of the PCA and they get the magazine, you want to take a look at that article. It's really, really good. Also, Nick Mello made the cover, and they're talking about him making some cigars here with some Connecticut tobacco. So that's also a good read too if you guys have a chance. Heck yeah. Foundation is wonderful stuff. He's wearing that Charter Oak shirt. Just talking to a gentleman in the lounge today about Charter Oak. Like, where have these been? Been right there, brother. That price point is unbelievable for how good those cigars are. Yeah. It is a win-win for everybody. As most of their stuff is, though, honestly. Even the pricier stuff, it's justified, I think, in how good the quality is. Sure, for us, it's a little pricier than say your neck of the woods, most likely. But even here in California, I would say they're well worth the price tags.
Oh yeah,
across the board, plenty of good things to say about Foundation.
Definitely. What's wrong with Clemson, Ohio State, Bama, and Georgia? They're not as dominant as before. Honestly, I can't say. Maybe it's just that. What do you call it? Cyclical nature of football. Sometimes Oklahoma is really good. Sometimes Auburn's really good. Yeah, just has to do with their draft class and whatnot. So not draft class, recruiting class. Whose time is it? Who's ready. But I really couldn't say.
What? I'll put this on screen. Y'all need to read this. Got a bottle of mayo that's 7 months expired. Is it still good to use on a sandwich? I don't really want to run to the store. That is a judgment call for the days or the decade right there. I'm gonna go with no. Don't put that on your sandwich. Been in the fridge this whole time. Even I don't care. I think that is a disaster in a salty spread for your sandwich. All right, that is not gonna be good.
Right here. As long as the product has been stored properly, your mayonnaise should be good for 3 to 4 months after the best by date.
7 months is almost double that.
Yeah, so I would not chance it.
Yeah. And I know I don't agree with Richard's assessment here. You won't know unless you try it. There are plenty of things I will never try that I know I will not enjoy.
So you have 3 choices. Chance it. You go without, or you order that shit online and have it delivered to you.
Oh, now you're talking about, yeah. You look at it, you can tell. Honestly, you probably could, yeah. Open that up. I would not recommend giving it the sniff test. Seems like with milk, just milk never smells good to me. I don't understand. Like, oh, no, that's fine. It can be a couple more days. No, it just smells bad. I like milk, but it doesn't mean it smells good.
All right.
Gosh, I think we're gonna wrap it there.
Actually, before we wrap it,
oh no, sorry.
Talked about all these people losing so much. Today, let's talk about stuff you can win. A week from today, we celebrate our 7-year anniversary. So hope you guys have been putting pictures into the Best Ash contest. Put your birthdays into the September birthday contest, and keep a lookout because before you know it, everybody's birthday is gonna pop up, and you got to get your birthday in before I take it down. Because once I take it down, that's only those people are gonna be involved in it. Here's some of the first prizes that you guys can win. Right here is a 5-pack. Oh, hate that glare.
Yeah.
Of Era's Lancero Connecticut's.
Ooh, some Lancero action. I like it.
This is their old packaging, by the way, guys.
I still really enjoy, but
and then we have 5 packs each. I forget what size they call. What size they call this?
Should say
they're Bellicosos.
Yeah.
Of the Maduro.
Want me to hold one?
I got it. And we have a matching 5-pack of their Connecticut's.
Nice.
So there's the first few prizes we have right there.
A 5-pack of I Hate That Glare. That's the next name for a cigar right there. IHTG.
So there we go, you guys. There's some of the first prizes you guys will be able to win next Saturday. Of course, we'll have some more stuff to show you throughout the week.
Yep.
There'll be some of our cigars in there, of course. I'll probably have some Sinistro stuff in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so don't forget to enter all the different contests we have and be ready to answer some questions. And we might have a guest or two next Saturday as well.
Yes. All right, guys. You have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you Monday.
See you guys.